Okay, so like Tessie, when she's high, she's fucked. Like legit, like we were at this dance city, okay, this party, okay, and I was like in this back room with Kat, my friend Kat, okay, and she was like sitting on top of me, and so we both look at her, and she's all like high as fuck, like she was somewhere, okay, somewhere. And she was getting high and all that shit, okay, and then she's like, guys, starts stripping, let's go dance, and we're just looking at her, and then she saw Kat on top of me, like, because we're just close, whatever. Okay, and she's like, was I interrupting something? I'm sorry. She just walks away, like, throws her. Sorry for interrupting your lesbian moment.
I grabbed somebody's hands and pulled them onto the dance. I don't even know whose hand I grabbed.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry for interrupting your lesbian moment. Drops her bag, takes off her coat, grabs some random person's hand, and takes them on the dance floor. So, okay. And then, like, me and Vanessa, I was gonna go to Vanessa's house that night, and then like she was high as Vanessa was high as fuck, and like when she's really really high, she's like really fucked, and like I don't want her like walking alone with pedos and all that shit, cause you know we're by the ghetto is part of Sudbury. Well, pretty much 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away from my house, but whatever. Not really actually. It's like downtown, let's just say.
Well, downtown is pretty good.
It is. Okay, and we were walking, me, Vanessa, and her just walking on the street going to the bus station. And then this pedo man is all like, hey there, bitches, want to hang out with me tonight? And I'm like, no. And then Tessie's like, no. And then she's like, fine, I'll just hang out by myself. And Tessie's like, good, you motherfucking bastard, you whore, you little fucking pedo, get alive. Start screaming at him. He's like, fuck you, and just yelling at her. And Tessie was like, I had to hold her back because she was like legit gonna go back there and slap a hoe. So she was like, no, and she's like, Miranda, let go of me. And she's like, shut the fuck up, you stupid whore. So she's yelling at him. I'm like, okay, whatever.
And there was two kind of hot guys walking.
Yeah, and there's like two really kind of hot, somewhat hot guys behind us. Wow, there's a lot of embarrassing moments with hot guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, and then she was like so disgusted, and I have to catch a different bus because she goes the other way and I go that way, and so I was like, before our bus came, she's like, Miranda, do they have weed detectors? I'm like, she's like, what? Cause that first he was looking at me, and then he looked at me, and then when I walked through these doors, that one guy looked at me, talked to the other one, and then he pointed at me. Then they both looked at me, and I'm really scared. Do they have weed detectors, Miranda? I'm scared, Miranda. No, they don't have weed detectors. Are you sure? I'm sure. Miranda, I'm really scared. I'm Tessie. It's okay. Miranda. They don't have weed detectors.
Oh yeah, and you were like, they're called dogs. They're called dogs, Tessie, but there's no dogs here. And I was like, no, what if they have like weed detectors? And I was just tripping right out, scared that they were like gonna catch me with weed and shit on me. Oh my god. And then when I was walking back to the dance from my friend's place, I was like talking to myself. Like legit talking to myself. I was like, think straight. Walk straight, Tessie. Tessie, walk straight. And then a cop drives by. I was like, oh no, the cops. Walk straight. Walk straight, Tessie. Walk straight. Talking to myself. And I'm like, hey, what am I doing?
Dude,
What am I
she
doing?
got so baked. She was like,
Just walking. I'm like, start
baked.
stripping. And I'm like, guys, let's
Let's
go
go
dance.
dance.
And like, I
And
grabbed
then
somebody's hand. Like,
she's
I don't
like,
even.
sorry for interrupting your lesbian moment. Drops her bag in her coat, grabs some random kid's hand, takes him on the dance floor. It's like,
And like,
okay.
oh yeah, and when I walked into the dance, okay, I had a bottle of Listerine in my purse, and they had to do this purse check, and they're like going through my purse, and I'm like, oh my god, and then they're like going through it. They're like, can you move things around? And I'm like, oh. Looking at, and I'm like moving my stuff around, and then he finds the Listerine bottle, and he's like looking at it, and I start getting really mad, and I start yelling at him. I was like, what? What? I can't bring this? I can't have Listerine? I can't have mouthwash? And he's like, okay, just go. And I was like, yeah. And I was getting really, really mad. Oh, I'm so fucked when I'm high. And then what else?
Well, when you're high, you're not that fucked, but once you're like, you were like really fucking high that day.
Yeah, I got weed off of some random guy on the street. Me and my friend were walking. And we're like, hey, do you know where we can get weed? And he's like, I got weed on me right now. And knowing us, desperate for weed, we're like, oh, okay. He pulls out a gram of weed, you know. And I swear to God, it was lace because
Imagine if the police find this.
oh shit, it's okay.
Oh well. My name's Chuck Norris, bitch.
Rick James, bitch.
Chuck Norris, bitch.
Yeah, that's my name. Even though we already revealed our names.
Another last name.
What's a funny last name? Oh, I have a.
Finkelstein.
His name is Cockburn.
You
Cockburn.
showed me that dude.
That's my last name, Cockburn.
My last name's. Dude, when I so crazy. I'll explain to you the story later.
Okay.
Not because of the video, just like if I were to do it either way. And if I were to say my last name, because supposedly my family has a bad reputation, all that shit. And if I were to say my last name, they'd rush me right then and there. But then that's when you run.
It's because we're brown. Just kidding. People can't.
That's
Okay. More embarrassing moments when I'm high. I have a lot. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. I came home one day and my sister's like, Tessie, are you drunk? And I'm like, falling and like not falling, but I was just like I couldn't keep my balance because I was all dizzy. And I was like, she's like, Tessie, are you drunk? And I'm like, I'm not high. And she's like, oh my God, you're high. And I'm like, what? All like stoned out of my mind. Oh, and then another time I smoked like way too much weed and I went to Tim Hortons and I they found me in the Tim Hortons washroom throwing up all over the place and they had to bring me like they had to call my sister and her boyfriend and they had to come pick me up and they're like, you're drunk. And I'm like, no, 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 I didn't drink any alcohol.
Oh, she went to Burger King when she was drunk before.
No, it was
Asked-
McDonald's.
McDonald's asking for a cheeseburger without the cheese.
Oh, I remember that.
Tell them that story.
Okay, I went to McDonald's and I was like, I went up to the counter and I was like, can I get a cheeseburger? He's like, yeah. Without the cheese, he's like, so just a burger. I was like, no, 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 no. I said a cheeseburger without the cheese. And he's like, yeah, I know, but miss, I'm trying to explain. That would just be a burger. And I'm like, no, no, I said a cheeseburger without the cheese. And he's like, but I'm trying to say that would just be a burger. And I'm like, I said a cheeseburger without the cheese. He's like, that would just be a burger, miss. And then my friend comes up and she slaps her hand on the counter. She's like, she said a cheeseburger without the cheese. He's like, that would be a burger. And then we both look at him and we're like, we said a cheeseburger without the cheese. He's like, can I get a cheeseburger without the cheese? It was great because he actually had to listen to me because I wouldn't put up with it. But it was funny because, and then we go up and we're like, can I get a double Big Mac, an extra large fry, and an extra large Diet Coke? Trying to watch my weight. And he just kind of looked at us like, oh, okay. And he just, oh, it was great. And then, what was another time? Oh, I was really high at my friend's place, and I went, cheese. Anyways, cheese and crackers. Anyways,
And cheese.
I'm trying to tell a story.
Okay, hurry up.
Okay. Oh shit, this one's 10 minutes too. Holy shit, we talk a lot. Anyways, okay. I was walking with my friend's place and I was all high and tripping out and they're like, "Oh my God," cuz I'm terrified of spiders. They're like, "Oh my God, Tessie, there's a spider on your head." And we're in the middle of the sidewalk and I start freaking out, flipping out. I'm like, "Where?" And I curled up in a little ball and my friend Catherine, she wasn't even there, but she was like I hadn't seen her in like the whole weekend, and I was like, I curled up in a little ball, and I was like, Catherine, 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 and I just went on with that for a while, and like Catherine wasn't even there, and I was just randomly saying her name like that, Catherine, 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 because I thought there was a spider on my head.
Hey, we should get Catherine in here and make a video for us. No, I'm just kidding. No.
She would be like,
don't show her this.
why?
Because I said so.
Okay. I will not show her this. I'm not showing anybody this because this is really embarrassing. Like, not many people know all this stuff about me. So all you guys watching,
You're lucky to find this stuff out about
yeah,
us,
because
because
we don't tell
these
anybody
are really
this.
fucking embarrassing moments.
And then I thought I was gonna die because my tongue was numb and I couldn't feel my tongue, and I thought the train was gonna go off the freaking, because we were climbing over a fence behind a train track, and my friend Keisha got stuck, and I was like, oh my god, you're gonna get hit. But the train was like freaking 10 meters away from us, and I'm like, you're gonna get hit. It's coming, and I'm like just freaking out, thinking that the train's just gonna go right into her and hit her, and I was like freaking out, flipping out, and she just started laughing at me and like, oh, I'm so fucked up when I'm high. Like,
I love going to Burger King playing in the burger
the playhouse.
Yeah. They try to kick me
Yeah,
out.
they're like,
When
you're
they
too
kick
old
you
for
out,
this, and you're
then
like,
you kick them out. You show them the sign on the door where it says, um, it's something like where it talks about like how you need how you need wait, it's like it's on the tip of my tongue.
the height.
Yeah, it says your children must be under certain height. Yeah, that's what it said. And you'd have to be like, I'm sorry, I have no children. My mom ain't here, so I'm able to play in this playpen because my mom ain't here, and I have no children, so I'm good to play in here.
And then they're just kind of like, fuck, what do I say to that? And you're like, yeah, bitch, walk away. That's right, let me
Oh my
play.
God. Yeah, me, Steph, and Vanessa were in there, and then rule number 6, it was like on that thing, you know how they got the rules. It was like, tell the manager if you see anything extremely different. And I had I was wearing Vanessa's dinosaur hoodie, and then it was green, and I was pretending to rape Vanessa, and then Steph was all like, yeah, there's a dinosaur raping someone in there, and I'm like, and then they just looking at me, and and we're like, just going on with the raping, and they just, and he's like, rule number 6, tell the manager if you see something extremely weird. Well, I see a dinosaur raping her. It was really funny.
They were probably like, fuck, like, are these kids
Really...
fucked up? Like, are they cracked out? Bitch. Oh, it's funny.
Oh, my legs are so sore.
Well, anyways,
We're gonna go.
yeah,
Peace
that was
out.
just part of the stories of me when I'm high, and a little bit of her raping
People.
a friend and a dinosaur.
At Burger King.
Yeah, and playing in the playpen because we're cool.
Cool kids.
Oh yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you later, guys.
Peace.